I am glad to meet you. Tuwaka, in his wisdom, bid me to come here and await your arrival. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, to teach you. If you are to be champion of the Alik'r, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. First, you will face the Nidic peoples. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. The Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. They struggled mightily. We honor their bravery.
You're not welcome here. We will defend our land.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. Tuwaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. Well, Tuwaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirits of the long-dead giant goblin kin. Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. It is the heart of Orkdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Ah, you must face the ancient Orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Vishaga.
Help me.
Hail.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
Hail.
Greetings.
Hello there.
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not— You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Jwal's Breton army. Then King Jwal himself, I suspect. Tuwaka shall be watching. Hail.
stupid, Redguard. You served your purpose, and now you will die.
Draal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. The greatest lesson of HoonDing's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Alik'r, Derek Harlan, and both Frandar and Divad HoonDing. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and to teach you. No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind.
Consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This hate has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? Family is paramount, yes. But are not all Redguards bound by blood? In immortalizing your own family, you may have robbed a civilization of one of its greatest glories.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. Giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades. They are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. you would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, our spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out.
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? Yes, your friend may die if you do not render aid. But if you fail to report the assault, is not the entire army put at risk? How many men could lose their lives for this one soldier?
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Tuwaka tells me that you are bound to the greatest of Red God virtues, honor and loyalty. You are drawn to great summits and glorious ends. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.